Hello everyone and welcome back to Healings by Francis. This is the weekly card pull for August 1st through the 7th. I cannot believe this is the weekly card pull for August already. I feel like the whole summer has just whizzed on by. But yes, it is a weekly card pull for August 1st through the 7th. I hope everybody had a wonderful last week and have enjoyed their weekend. I am recording this on Sunday, July 31st. So let's get started. I'm going to be using 3 different card decks, and I believe 2 of the decks I've never even used for my readings on here. So the first deck is going to be the Sacred Earth Oracle deck by Toni Carmine. The second deck will be Earth Warriors Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And the third deck will be Archangel Animal Oracle cards by Diana Cooper. So let's get started. The first deck is going to be Sacred Earth Oracle, and these cards are very colorful, and I really enjoy the artwork on them. You can gather a lot from the actual pictures, and they only have 1 word or maybe 2 words on them exactly on the actual card. So let's... Oh, there goes the first. The first card is context. And the first thing I'm drawn to in this card is the red fiery hair. So along with context and that red fiery hair, the message that I'm getting is that there will be some kind of fiery kind of exchange or situation this week. What I'm hearing is it's going to be important to not have that quick reaction that you may have had in the past to this person or situation in the past. I'm hearing the message poking of the bear, almost like, and what I'm feeling is those of you that are watching are going to be the ones poked, not the one doing the poking. And I'm feeling like it's going to be important for you, instead of reacting immediately, like quickly with the fire, but to take a step back and see the full picture, the full perspective in the situation before you react. Let me pull another card. Oh, that one came out pretty quickly. Friction. That's what I was hearing, the friction, the poking of the bear, Okay, what I'm feeling and what I'm hearing at the same time, because I do feel and I do hear, I feel like this isn't, it's going to be different for everybody. It might be a person, it might be a situation, it might be almost like a pattern, something that you faced before. It might be a different person, but it's definitely going to be almost like the same type behavior situation. And I'm hearing, don't rise to the occasion, is what I'm hearing. Let me pull one more card, and that way that's gonna... Oh, and there goes that one. Oh my goodness. Repetition. That's what I was hearing, like a pattern. Okay. Now with all these 3 cards out, it is... I love how all 3 cards of these, because they literally play out one right after the other to explain the situation. And I feel like with seeing these 3 cards out, you probably don't even need me to give you the messages, like me vocally, because you can see them. This week there is going to be a situation, a person, somebody in your life who's going to try to poke that bear. And I hear that you usually have that fast reaction and you get mad and they get what they wanted. The situation, the person, like the energy that you give them back is exactly what they were trying to get. And it's going to be a chance for you to clear a karmic lesson. And the way things work in life is for you to learn a lesson in life. you will continue to be faced by it, whether it's a situation or a person. It can be different people, but it's the same energy that they're bringing to the table to you. And it will keep happening until you learn that lesson and you react the way you're supposed to clear that karmic lesson, is what I'm hearing. And this is going to be the week when you feel like that person, that situation is bringing that energy towards you and you're going to be quick to react. I want you to take a moment, take a deep breath in and out, and look at the situation, because I think what you're going to see is have that aha moment, and you're going to have the ability, if you do that, to see it for what it is and not have that reaction. You're going to be able to clear by seeing it for what it is and saying, nope, I'm not going to do that. Nope, this is not worth my time. Nope. And just, it could be a range of different things you do. Turn around, walk away, or laugh and say no thank you, or whatever it is that your reaction is going to be. But you are going to have that ability to see the big picture for what it is and to clear that karmic lesson so that this doesn't keep repeating in your life again. So let me pull from this other deck, which is the Earth Warriors Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Oop. Not quite. I thought that card was going to come out, but it didn't. Oh, and there it goes. A bunch of cards fell and only one is upright, so I'm taking that card. Give me one moment while I clean up the mess that fell on the floor. Oh, I love this card. It's beautiful. Well, my favorite, I love butterflies, but my favorite is a dragonfly, which was on that card. But this is the card that came out as Lolo. And I just wanted to grab the book real quick because I do believe that Lolo means butterfly. But before I say that, I want to make sure that's what it is. Okay, so it does. It says, in the language of Madagascar, Lolo means butterfly, which is front and center on that card. And it says, stand in the light. You're going to have the chance to take back your power in whatever situation happens this week if you heed what I tell you and you see it for what it is and you clear that lesson, that karmic lesson. You don't give the reaction that they're expecting. You give a completely different reaction. You give the reaction of like, nope, I'm not doing this anymore, and seeing it for what it is. Breaking the cycle of the repetitiveness that has been in your life. And these cards have... This card actually speaks of people being almost jealous or envious of you. And that's sometimes why people try to poke the bear, right? But I wanted to show you this, and I want you to pause this because this deck, I love this deck because it has a healing process meditation that is very useful for you. And I'm going to put it up here on the screen, and I want you guys to pause it and go through that meditation. And here's the other part of that. This card speaks to after this has happened and you've taken the high road, you've seen it for what it is, and you no longer give that person or situation the energy that they so much want to pull out of you. Oops. Look at the repetition card fell as I was saying that. See, it's the repetition that you want to see. That is going to be the aha, the moment that you kind of go, wow, I see it for what it is finally, because you're going to see the repetition that's been happening over and over in your life and say, I'm not having this anymore. So let me pull the other card from this deck. I'm going to do one more from this one. Ooh, oh my gosh, the entire stack just fell. So I'm going to do that again. And one card flew out. And that card is Anja Durga, number 15. It says, Power of the Good. Now, Anja Durga, I know that has to mean something else. Let me just pull open the book. I just want to tell you what it means. That's number 15. Here it is. In the Hindu pantheon of divine beings, Durga means shine bright as a powerful warrior warrior goddess and protector of the good and true. I'm getting the message you don't have to match the energy of this person or situation, because in the realization of you seeing the big perspective and you not standing for this anymore and you standing in your power and your light, the truth will come out. Whether you open your mouth in anger or rage or matching their energy in whatever way, which will bring down your vibration, but doing that. But the message is the truth always comes out. Don't fight for your truth to be heard sometimes, because the truth, whether you open your mouth, it always comes out. And whatever is trying to be spun by this person or situation, the truth always comes out. You clear this karmic lesson and you move on, and you don't need to take that anymore. And in the end, the truth will come out about that person or situation anyway. Don't worry about anything but you moving on, you being at peace with how the things have played out and not matching their energy, because you are the one that's going to rise above. And the thing that I want to tell you is, again, well, I want to give you an example. I have a family member who, for many years, and you know when it's family, it's harder because you think you're stuck with them, who would always basically poke the bear. And it was just because they were unhappy in their life. And I've always been a more happy person. So it's almost like they can't be happy, so they have to pull you down. I would always rise to match their energy. And it never worked out for me. And it was always constant. They would constantly do it over and over again. And finally, one day, I had that aha moment where I saw it for what it is, or what it was, because I don't have to deal with that anymore, thankfully. And I stopped matching that energy, and instead was like, no, I don't want any parts of it, and kind of didn't let it affect me at all. And that person stood in front of me like, what is going on? Didn't know what was going on. They were like, what is going on? Because I didn't give them the reaction that they were trying to get from me anymore. And they never were able to get that reaction ever again. And I believe they tried one more time after that, got the same reaction from me of like, nope, no thank you. And they stopped trying to do that anymore. And that was my way of clearing that. It was a repetition that was happening over and over again with that specific person. And I finally learned not to do it anymore. And it was like a weight came off my shoulders. I almost wished I had seen that before. But I do realize everything is in divine timing in life, because that's when it was meant for me to see. And that's when I did it. So I'm feeling like it's a divine timing. It's time for you to see that. Let me pull one last card. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera. And that is going to be the last deck, which is Archangel Animal deck by Diana Cooper. Oh, there it goes. And the card is Rabbit. It says, recognize your significance. I love that there's a unicorn right here. I love unicorns. This rainbow of new beginnings is what I'm hearing. Recognize your significance. What people don't realize is you go around life going like, I'm only one person. What difference am I going to actually make? But there is a difference that each and every one of us make in this life. Every time we choose to do something like this and clear a karmic lesson, you're raising the vibration, your vibration, and in turn, it raises the vibration of the earth as a whole. So every time you do this, you're not just helping yourself, but you're helping the whole planet as a whole as well. So recognize that significance. So I'm wishing you good luck this week coming, for you to be able to see that big perspective, clear that karmic lesson. And I'm sending you love and so many blessings.